What's up everybody, Brett here, and we are back on day 24 of our Battle Brothers Beast and Exploration Let's Play. And picking up where we left off last time, we finished our ambition to visit every single city in the known world. Our brothers are pretty much euphoric all across the board, good spirits, eager, nice. We have a few wounded, we have lots of repairs that need to get done. I picked up some extra tools to help us with that. So you see here we needed 19 tools. That's an entire stack basically. We don't have any quests. There was an escort quest down here to go to Brunenland, I do believe, which may not be a bad choice, but I kind of wanted to skirt around here and see what kind of mischief we could get up to in the unknown lands. So as part of the Beast and Exploration DLC, I think it was stated that the map should be 25% larger. So I mean, as much as we can see of this map here, there's still pretty much an identical size section completely unknown to us, which is no doubt filled with ridiculous amounts of enemies that once we're a well-seasoned band with 10 days worth of supplies and just we're good to go, we'll be able to venture out and take on huge hordes of enemies. But at the moment, we want to play it a little more safe. Our brothers are not the best, so I think we're going to make like a bit of a wide berth here, uncover some of this fog, and then see if we can't end up in Senftenberg. And man, there's definitely something different with the pathing going on. It doesn't like me leaving the road at all. We can speed it up here. Oh, what do we find? What do we find? Reanimator's Abode. So a Necromancer. That could be a good fight for us, but we'll certainly want to heal up first, and we don't want to engage them at night. One of our big advantages against the undead is our range superiority. So if we're going up against the undead, I like having lots of boar spears. One in the center, one on each flank. And let's actually tuck Hondo in between a spear and our strongest melee fighter. That'll give him a better chance to survive. I like it. This should be fine. Maybe we switch this out for the flail. Now let's stick with the hand axe. It's pretty consistent damage. Alright, so we're going to fight our first undead here. Hopefully it's not like a million of them. Many armored. Some. So this should be a pretty big fight. But there are 12 of us. And we're decently armed and armored now. Okay, it's giving us something of a high ground position, which is also nice. And we'll just let them come into range. So for those of you who've never seen this game before, a Necromancer, he applies a buff to a particular undead unit, and he can do that every turn. And he also can animate, or reanimate I should say. He can reanimate any undead that have fallen. So the only way to prevent the zombies from coming back to life is to decapitate them. And I think there is some sort of hard limit on how many times they can reanimate. But there's the Necromancer, and this is the buff that they provide, so it's possessed. I'm just kind of taking note of the terrain. We could always back up a bit. But I'm not sure if we need to. And then next turn, we're saving our fatigue for this turn. Let them come to us. The undead do not tire. And as the opportunity presents itself, we'll spear wall. Alright, one down. So if you kill them and then step on them, they can still reanimate and they'll just knock you aside, so they can end up causing a lot of chaos. Also, if you spear wall and they die right in front of you and they reanimate, they won't take that spear wall check like they normally would. Passing and passing. Possessed undead can move a lot farther than the non-possessed versions. So it may even have still been a little bit premature to shield wall or spear wall there. So a pitchfork is a pretty dangerous weapon for the undead to have. It's going to let him think he can sit back and hit us. So we're going to want to take him out. Forgot to turn my notifications off there. Sorry, guys. But let's see if we can't take this pitchfork guy down. The last thing we want is ranged undead. There we go. So they may come back to life, but hopefully they don't come back to life with a pitchfork. So there's a good mix here between the ones that have armor and the ones that don't. But the thing is, the ones that don't still have decent weapons that can hurt us. Like this is a cleaver type sword. We don't want it to get anywhere near us. But so he gets resurrected with half HP and he still has his weapon. So we'll seek to take him back down. And this is kind of how you have to kill the undead. More reanimation. Okay. We need them to close with us so that we can finally start taking advantage of our melee strength. Yeah, so a bit of a preemptive spear wall. We wasted a little bit of fatigue there. But it'll definitely be good for next turn. And we have 2 small gaps in our front lines, but we have very strong brothers there. Oh man, can't miss. He's hurt right now. He has a fractured hand, so his melee skill is 20% worse than it otherwise would be. But he still shouldn't have much problem hitting the undead. And there's the resurrection. Or the reanimation, I should say. Come on, hurry up and close on us. There we go. Put a big shot on him. Okay, either or is acceptable. We don't want... There we go, a decapitation, so he will not come back. There we go. And once you have the perk that allows you to continue attacking after you make a kill, against the undead, against ghouls, dire wolves, spiders, things like that, we'll be able to just consistently get kills and continue attacking. So you see here, we're starting to snowball against them just a little bit. Honestly, I just want to kill people that have the opportunity to hit Hondo, because we need to keep him safe. And that's exactly what I expected. So we'll put shots on him. And we'll just pass, let them come to us. Spear wall. If we step out, we can't attack. Maybe time to start stepping out. Man. Okay, big shot. We could drop a dog, but I don't think we need to. Keep our brothers to our sides. And hopefully they don't get too many reanimations under our feet. We are whittling them down. That was a zombie bite there, which is something they do when they don't have a weapon. And if we have a brother that's not, like, engaged right now, it'd be nice to send him against the Necromancer, who is pretty weak in melee. But what we can do instead is unleash our dogs. And as we wrap up the undead, the dogs will quickly chase down the Necromancer to prevent him from fleeing. Nice. Okay. We don't want to lose our dogs. They're pretty expensive. But they are armored. They should be able to take a hit or two. Ugh. Alright. Nice. What are you rocking? A knife? Okay. You're Edgel. Okay. It's hard to recognize him without his hat. I'm used to him wearing that feathered cap. We'll move in here. Can't switch quite yet. So I think we're fine now. We've stepped up and protected Hondo. I was expecting at least one or two people to reanimate. Keep their numbers low. Wow, and he instantly reanimates him. Nice. Getting the armored ones down is certainly the priority. Okay, no matter where we move him, he won't be able to attack. So we'll hold off on that. Hold off there. Can't move either. That's as good a place as any. At least we'll be able to take a shot soon. And we can start, if we put pressure on the Necromancer, he won't be able to do other things. Damn. If we killed that, that would have been nice. Unbelievable. Bad Eyes. Do you have a billhook? You do, but you can't change out. Not enough AP. Just don't want to die. We have some brothers who have some hurt armor and some moderately low HP. Okay, just make sure we can't get those final movements in. Nice, good dog. Okay, took away the last of his armor. Big damage there. Yeah, we don't want him to hit us with that. It's a strong weapon. Pull out our bill hook, and then we're not able to attack, unfortunately. And he's going to get a chance. Took out the armor on Erzil. Just need one hit. And we're closing in on the Necromancer now. Okay, he's got a bit of a bodyguard. In the later stages of the game, they have fallen heroes, which are kind of like knights. What kind of shape are you in, Bernfried? You're not in great shape, so we'll advance you slowly. And you are exhausted, but we can still move you a little bit. And these are the stages of the game where Weapons in poor condition. Okay, I don't normally get to that because I don't normally have poorly repaired weapons on my guys, but I did switch to a damaged boar spear before the fight. Can't move up. Yeah, and you gotta expect at least one of them to resurrect. But our dogs are just on it. Nice. Can't miss those shots, guys. Yeah, and that did almost nothing to our armored dog. And Grimold is in like perfect health, so he's kind of one of the best guys to rush forward and get in on this. However, Hondo is not. Ooh, and he pushed our dog off the cliff. Man, I was hoping to get a lucky shot there. Scaredy, his armor is in rough condition and he doesn't have the best health. I think it's safe to put Hondo on the high ground. Man, it would have been much safer if he would have been able to get that kill. Yeah, pardon me guys if my commentary is slacking a bit. Just, I'm super focused on this battle. Don't want to lose a brother. And I think it's time we just move in. Dog is really helping with the cleanup duty. And he whipped out a cleaver on us. Nice, instantly put him down. And that zombie doesn't have a weapon, which is good. But some of our best fighters with our best weapons are kind of on cleanup duty. And that's not where we want them to be. A little bit better surround here. Damn, he just keeps pushing us off the cliff. Good strategy. Okay. What do you have, Bad Eyes? You have a billhook? Alright, let's get that out. Nice. We needed to do that last turn, but didn't. Yeah, I figured I'd take a shot there. Good chance to hit him. You missed point blank. How does that even happen? I don't need the terrain to change automatically. Thank you very much. And I think we just don't have anything left. Good job, doggo. And now we've tied down the Necromancer. But he does have a cleaver. Yeah, and he's got our dog bleeding. Yes, so we need to trust that our guys can handle the back line. Missing the easiest possible shots. Like those. I mean, he's completely unarmed, unarmored. And now the Necromancer is fleeing, so we just need to get someone on him. Okay. Get in there, Hondo. I'm not sure if they'll resurrect now. The last person is fleeing, so we should get a check. Yeah, we'll run them down. We don't want our dog to bleed to death. But there we go, we chopped his head off. What a fitting end. We didn't lose any guys either. And for our trouble, 300 crowns, plus a silver bowl. And we picked up a dark, thick tunic. That's the Necromancer's armor. It looks cool, but it's not really good for anything. As well as a worn mail shirt, which is decent. Okay. So, some crowns, some experience, and a decent piece of armor, which we can put on... What are you, Sneak? You're a day teller? We'll give it to you, Hungry Two-Timer. You've been around for a while. You're level 4. Is there anything else? No, I don't think so. Organize our inventory, and we'll look to sell when we get to the nearest town. But now we really don't want to fight. Let's just head straight to Dunkelwald. We're in rough shape. We're going to need 31 tools to repair all of our gear. So we may not have even technically broke even on that fight. We're going to have to buy more tools now. But we did get a lot of experience, and I got to showcase the undead for y'all, which I am happy to do. Some cheap wood once again. What are the prices like here? So 16. So the selling prices are okay. Anytime you're selling something for more than it's worth, that means it's pretty fine. Sub 300 on the tools. Honestly, I think we try to do this again. We sell that silver bowl. Sell the dark tunic. The cleaver, boom, boom. We don't need the Scramus axe. Or the short swords. We don't need the busted undead shields. But we certainly need some tools. We'll buy one. What else did they have here? A Fletcher. Yeah, we just don't have enough gold to go up to the tier 2 crossbows as much as I would like to. We just don't have it. We could sell our flail. And I think I'm going to sell one of the armors. Let's see what our quest is. To guard a caravan. Okay. What does it pay? I would love to be paid more for this, but unfortunately it's only 10 more. Yeah, this is exactly what we wanted to do. So, yes, so we'll get 2,000 crowns. We'll raise a battle standard, which will increase our morale, which is very good when fighting things like undead. But we were looking to come here anyway, so this is essentially some free gold for us. We picked up all that wood because I think they're still under construction here. And they're now well supplied. So they should like us. They're not under construction anymore. We could still make a bit of a profit off of our wood. We could also buy the cloth rolls for even more trading. Yeah, they're actually a little bit worse here for buying and selling than the last place. But they also have a quest for us. Or contract, I should say. So brigands are stealing the granaries and burning them down. 840 crowns, that's telling me right off the bat. It's going to be a ton of raiders. So we can get extra 40. At Fallen Keep. Okay. Well, let's check out our brothers and see what kind of condition they're in. I think if we camp soon, let's pause it. So I think we'll take these guys out, come back, buy the cloth rolls, then we'll have 6 tradable items, and we can make our way down here or here. And then we'll have a harbor. If we don't get anything good, we can always go back up north. So, alright. Let's go ahead and save the game. I think this is a good spot to save it. And let's go ahead and get into this fallen keep. It's morning time. We can pretty much wait till like right before evening to engage. Hopefully we'll see what the garrison is. Let's encamp here. And look to speed up the use of our medical supplies and our tools. Midday. Maybe someone will come out to fight us. And they tried to escape. And I think we caught them. So it's brigands and poachers. So they'll have some ranged units, but we should have range superiority against them. And we'll take the shots, because in my experience, if they have 3 ranged units, they're really not going to want to send anyone forward, and they're going to try and out-skirmish us. But if we start killing them off, then they'll feel like they need to move up. And I mean, we even have triple kite shield in the front. Now, when we advance our front line, we need to be careful not to expose our archers. Missing these easy shots is pretty painful. But you'll notice we're taking all the shots on all of these unshielded dudes. You can throw up a bit of a spear wall there. Spear wall here. Now we have 2 funnel points for the AI. They can either go here or here without risking the shield wall, or the spear wall rather, and that'll be tough for them to deal with. Because either way, that's where our DPS is. And once we take care of more of the front line, we'll unleash our war dogs, and they'll chase down these poachers for us. Yeah, see, they moved in exactly where we knew they would. And they feel like it's a good fight for them, but it's really not. Nice. Wow, good shot, Raymond. Raymond's our companion. And he is doing work. Nice, so another thug down. There we go. Yeah, so you can already see, I mean, when we keep fighting tough enemies, it's hard to tell how much we're progressing as far as our strength. But then when you go back and you fight a group, this group would have been scary to us in the beginning of the game, for sure. That's exactly what I was hoping he would do. But now, I mean, we can just stomp all over them without taking any damage whatsoever. And he's going to try and run, so we'll move in on him. Big hits there. We cut an artery, so he'll be bleeding. And we don't want to shoot our dog in the back. Our dogs have been real MVPs for us in all of these battles. The key is just to use them at the right time. And there will certainly be battles where we throw our dogs out basically to die, and it's unfortunate, but it'll usually be, in my experience, I've had to use them quite often against the greenskins in the late game, or in the super late game. Let's say it's a war between houses and there are knights and stuff everywhere. You have to get full surrounds, or else you're just never going to hit those guys. And we can pause for a second. And the dogs help you get those surrounds, and they also will end up taking lots of big shots for you that otherwise probably would have killed you. We can get brawny here. So our fatigue should be much better. Let's see what kind of rolls we get. So a 2, a 3, and a 4. Perfect. We'll take that all day long. We'll encamp for just a bit. There we go. We healed some of our brothers. How are we looking? So Hondo's wound is gone. It's great. Nothing got infected. And he's only 4 health away from being good. Hondo's about 11 away. But I think that's fine. And having some of the garrison retreat right before we make it there, I think that means that this should be a weaker fight. Yeah, there's only 6 of them here. And they have no ranged units, so they're going to move in on us. Are they all... some raiders... what do we have? So 2 raiders and a bunch of thugs. And we should be able to deal with this raider here. You see they're trying to skirt our formation. Okay, if you got a miss, at least hit someone. It's a pretty big shot. Spear wall, shield wall. Same thing. Yeah, we'll just pass here. They seem to have initiative over us. Wow, he whips out a javelin. Okay. Everyone likes going for Hondo. Yeah, we don't want this two-handed axe to even get into combat if we can help it. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Man, if you're going to come to a fight, you better wear a helmet. Big hit. Let's hold Hondo back. In the early game, not having a shield is a bit of a liability, but in the late game, he's just going to be an absolute monster. So I know it feels kind of like we're babysitting him right now, but it's only because his chance to hit is so low. Once his chance to hit becomes high, and he's able to use things like overwhelm and reach advantage, he'll be killing like 3 guys at once in the late game, which is kind of the dream. Still can't get into a good position on him. Can we take a shot if we get in? I don't think so. There we go. Smooth, smooth, smooth. Very nice of them to abandon their fellows before we even get into combat. And 24 tools is probably the most exciting part of this. About 300 gold worth of tools for us. More valuable even than the signet ring or the crowns. And then just a ton of junk we can sell. As well as a bunch of ammunition. This isn't to be overlooked either. I mean, this is probably like 200 and something crowns worth of ammunition for us. And this was a pretty expensive contract for where we are in the game. We'll take their arms and chase them away. I'm not about killing unarmed men. I wish that actually gave you something. I don't think it does. I'm not sure what happens if you slit their throats. I don't know if anything happens. Maybe it lowers your morale, something like that. If we can get in before nightfall, that would be great so we could sell our stuff. Alright, so 880 crowns. They're well supplied again. They should like us. We also perhaps just fulfilled our ambition. Sell off the junk here. We'll keep an extra quiver. And we'll sell broken shields, all of these bucklers. Where were these Akaton caps in the beginning of the game when we didn't have any helmets? That's what I want to know. We don't need cheap spears. This is an okay price for the ring, so we'll just sell it right now, because in a moment we're almost certainly going to spend a ton of gold on our standard. Look at the good price on these cloth rolls. So, I mean, we would basically make 21 gold off of each of these. 63 gold. I kind of feel like we need to do it because we're about to be cash poor. So have at least 2,000 crowns. And here we go. So we only spent 1,000 crowns. Okay. I thought for sure we spent 2,000. Maybe they changed that. Maybe not though. I could just be misremembering. So we have even more renown. So we now have a standard. So we can actually carry this into battle. It acts as a polearm. Alright. So we have lots of euphoric people, which is good. And let's see, who do we want to give that to? Let's see, let's read what it does, for those of you who've never seen this before. A company standard to take into battle. Held high, allies will rally around it with renewed resolve, and enemies will know who is about to crush them. Okay. So allies at a range of 4 tiles or less receive 10% of the resolve of the character holding this standard as a bonus, up to a maximum of the standard bearer's resolve. So it's a decent two-handed weapon. You'll see here this is 40 to 70 and this is 50 to 70. So it's better than a bill hook or a hooked blade, but not quite as good as a pike. So we need to look for someone maybe in the back line that has high resolve, and we don't have anyone. And our highest resolve might be that monk. So Grimold will certainly be our standard bearer, but we don't want him in this position. And his fatigue is just awful. So at the moment, I think we don't use the standard. Once he's leveled up a bit, we'll put a few more points into resolve as well as fatigue. And then he'll be a really good standard bearer if that's something we even need to have. It usually isn't. Normally what I opt to do is I take the best archer that I have, who has the highest resolve. And here that's looking like Ragnar. He doesn't have any stars in it, but he's already sitting at about 50. And since I want to be using pikes and things on them anyway, I'll just switch them out here. He also has excellent fatigue, which is worth noting. Could do something like this. And you have decent melee attack also. I feel like somebody had a knife. Okay, green phobe needed something. Okay. Okay, so for right now, Ragnar the Slow makes a decent standard barrier. He just happens to have almost 50 resolve to make up for some of his weaknesses. And we'll give this knife here to Irosil. Alright, that's some good micromanagement. And along the way, nobody knows about us yet. And we don't want to hunt ragtag brigands through the woods forever. Yeah, the High Lords are playing a dangerous game and we don't want to get on their bad side. Right. So let's see if I remember how to check our renown. I think it's just in factions. So our renown level right now is professional. We have a neutral reputation. And we're very friendly in Dunkenwald. And that's our best place. Dunkenwald being here. I doubt there'll be any fights for us to take care. I wouldn't be surprised if there were like some fortresses and things out on these islands. Holnischvun. This is probably a travel mission, which we may take just to get out of here. Pretty cheap on the amber there. But that's about all. We'll grab some fish to give ourselves an extra day's worth of supplies. Anything to do in the tavern? We don't need to drink because our spirits are so high. There aren't any brothers in here we couldn't live without. And we'll check to see what this is. We seek our services. Someone stole his crystal skull of immeasurable value. Another 820 crown mission. Follow the tracks, return the crystal skull. Let's accept this contract, see if we can't knock it out. And the thieves are right here. So we'll save the game once again. And in my personal playthroughs, I always save the game. I think this is kind of a good moment to talk about this. I always save the game, guys. I don't like save scumming if I lose a bad battle or if I misplay and things like that. I feel like it's necessary to kind of enjoy the game. Sometimes you have to learn from your mistakes. However, I've played so many games over the years that I value my time really high. And I'm playing a lot of games right now for my channel. So I don't have time to like do a battle, lose like half my guys and start over. I want to keep the progress going in any of the Let's Plays that I do. So if we lose a guy here, we lose a guy. That's the nature of the game. But if I get into some sort of RNG battle where I just like wipe half my men, I don't know if that's fun to watch. It might be fun to watch, but then it won't be fun to restart and realize that we've been set back ridiculously. I don't anticipate that happening here. And of course, you're welcome to play however you want. There are like Iron Man challenges, I think it's called, in this game, where it prevents you from saving before battles and things like that. So you kind of just have to fight and deal with the consequences. So I would certainly understand if you like to play that way. But in my free time, I like to save before major battles, and especially when I'm recording, and 20 minutes of my time is worth something to me. I wish someone was paying me to make these videos, but that's not the case right now. So, yeah, y'all know what's about to happen to you. Let's get in it. So, thugs and raiders should be no problem for us. And we're on equal footing, which is good. See some mail. No really good weapons. The best weapon is certainly this two-handed mallet, which we can look to take from him. No great shots for our archers. Don't want to be missing 64% chance shots, that's for sure. Move on in. Spear wall up here. Keep them from going around us. And from this position, they can't take the high ground on us. It won't do anything. And one man down. And you'll see their morale starts to waver. Oh, quality miss. Oh, double miss into the guy we actually wanted to hit. That feels pretty good. Spear wall. Now they will get funneled. And we could throw up our shields where applicable. Because we kind of know they want to jump in here, if we throw up our shields there, we'll just be better protected. This won't be a long enough fight for our fatigue to really matter, I don't think. Expecting him to come in here and take a shot at Hondo, which is exactly what he did. And yeah, double shield wall. He attacked our shield. Nice. One shot, one kill on him. And he shield walled and jumped in, which is a good move. Nice. Big hit. We'll wait a second, see if we can't clear out more of this riffraff. But we really want to get on him. We don't want him to leave with that weapon. It's pretty valuable. And we can come up here and take the high ground. Straight out of 300, take from them everything, including the high ground. Okay, Riposte is up on 2 of them. He gets his morale back and he switches to do a huge hit to Gunpert. Wow, didn't see that coming. We'll move in to help out Gunpert. And we don't necessarily want to swing at dudes that have Riposte. So we really need to take him out now. Unfortunate miss. Oh my god, Gunpert was slain. Not Gunpert. Can't believe that. We went from routing them completely to losing a brother. That's why you don't get cocky in this game, guys. And he has Riposte, so we'll try hit him once, we'll shield wall. I don't remember how good Gunpert was, so we'll have to check on that. Let's drop a war dog. Tried to run away and got killed. Get in there, mutt. No, I'm not being rude to the dog. That's his name. The dog gets the kill. Don't want to run yet? Yeah, okay, he is fleeing. We just can't see him. Okay. So we lost Gunpert, who was level 5, so he's been with us for a while. That sucked. We do get his gear back. So perhaps not worth it. I don't remember how good he was. I also don't think that was a companion. Was he a companion? Hondo was a companion. Raymond was a companion. Did we just lose our... Oh my god, we lost our shield bro. Our Sarge shield bro. No! Okay. Well, that sucked significantly more than I thought. Good rolls here. Dang. Unfortunate. Okay. Well. Let's get quick hands here. Well, let's go into town and see if we can find someone to replace him. We have a ton of gold. And even more so now. Maybe there will be someone here who's worth picking up. And unfortunately there isn't. There's a cheap flagellant who has the title The Believer. I'm curious what that means. He's also just very cheap. I think we take him to fill out our slot, and then if he sucks, we just kind of go into the next town and get a new guy. So, triple stars in melee. Wow. Alright, I believe. I believe, Thilman. Anything terrible? He has high resolve. His stats look decent all the way around. And we can give him Kite Shield. That you see there, his fatigue took a big hit from the Kite Shield. and then a spear. Until he gets leveled up, this is pretty good. So unfortunately we lost a companion, and we lost the companion that was most likely, honestly, to live the longest. So that's rough. But a fine replacement here. Yeah, if we were going to lose a companion early on, I would have rather it had been Raymond with his -10 initiative. Well, let's come into here and see what we can sell. All of this junk. Organize. We need to give someone that dagger. I don't know why I'm holding that. We should just get rid of it. Something like that. Come in here. Give him the dagger. We now have an extra nasal helmet, which we can give to our crossbowman, which frees up the male coif. So our helmet situation is now finally resolved. All of our archers have mail on their heads. All of our crossbowmen have dented nasal helmets. Hungry has a fatigue problem, so right off the bat we'll just give him Brawny next time he levels up. And Grimold, you're still here, but we lost Gunbird. Unbelievable. And you'll almost certainly never be anything but a shield bro, so we're going to give you your shield perk. And check that resolve out. Unbelievable. We'll take that, because you'll probably now end up being our sergeant. And I think we kind of have to take a 2-2 there. Alright, so a little bit of tragedy here at the end today. But I think we're going to recover nicely. And honestly, how much of this can we buy? We can buy all of it. Where do they want us to go? All the way up to Brunelund. We'll take some time to think about that. That might honestly be a good contract just to get us out of this place. But guys, I think we're going to leave it for there today. We fought some undead for the first time. That was fun. And got a chance to defeat a necromancer. So we made tons of gold. We finished off another of our ambitions. So I think we're 3 for 3 right now. We lost a companion, which is always a sad day. But we replaced him with a flagellant who has just excellent stats. So we totally lucked out on that. He may even end up becoming a two-hander. I could see him holding like a greatsword or something like that with melee stats that high. But yeah guys, thank you so much for watching. Once again, my name is Brett. My channel is Good Talk Gaming. I hope you've enjoyed this video. And I'll be making plenty more guys, so don't worry. So without any further ado, I will see you in the next one. Take care.